This is an at-home workout for total beginners that requires no equipment and can be done in 8 minutes or less. Hi, I'm Coach Jamie Dreyer, and if you're looking to start an exercise program that safely builds strength and flexibility, then go ahead and click that link below for my free 4-week foundational strength challenge. All right, let's get started. Here we go. We're starting on the floor. On your back, let's get your heels in tight enough so you can touch them with your fingertips. And then we're doing the Glute Hip Bridge for 10 reps. Get the hips as high as you can. Squeeze them nice and tight. Go ahead, give them a nice little squeal. Enjoy yourself a little bit. Squeal, squeeze. And now let's give me 9 more. Ready? Drive them up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Try and get them a little higher if you can. 6, 7, 8, 9. Coming up, last one. Here's your 10. Okay, next up, we're going to flip onto hands and knees. All right, if you can, if your toes are okay with it, toes tuck under. Ideally, it'll be a little bit more stable. But if you got like issues with your big toe joint, and I know that they're painful, then you just do your best, okay? So first thing we're going to do, left arm out, right leg back. All right, try and get that arm straight. Thumb is pointing up. I want you to think of using the muscles behind your shoulder blade on that arm to lift the arm, and you're pushing through the heel, which will give you a nice contraction in that butt cheek. All right, we're gonna hold that for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, come on down. Other side. All right, get that arm out there, thumb up, drive the heel back, squeeze the butt cheek, and again, your shoulder blade, use the muscles on the back of that shoulder blade to drive the arm up. Got 10 more seconds here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, we are standing. All right, so next up is a split squat. Now, I want to start off by saying this is usually the hardest of all of the exercises, especially for people just getting started. So what you can do, first let me just show you what you're going to do, right? So ideally, you're just going to go like so, right? But now let me just warn you, one, if you start to feel a little strain in the front of the leg that's back, just stop. We don't need to pull that muscle because then it hurts and it'll discourage you from working out the next couple of days. Stop. As if you start to feel it getting tight, just stop. The other thing you can do, if this is too difficult, either because of balance or just strength, you can grab your chair, put it right here in front of you, and hold the back of it. Or you can grab the counter, the couch, whatever. Grab something, and now here we go. We're gonna get started, right? Dropping nice and slow, come right back up. We're gonna do anywhere between 5 and 10. Again, if you start to feel a strain, your set's over, right? Let's not push it too crazy today. I believe we got 4, 5, we're gonna go to 10 here. 6, 7, nice and tall. 8, as much as possible, you want weight evenly distributed between the front and the back leg. 1 more. Great. All right, let's switch feet. All right, nice and tall. Hold on if you need it. And here we go. Second side. 2, 3. If this is feeling tough, 4, that's fine. It's the hardest exercise in the entire workout. So everything else is going to be easy after this. 7, 8, I think this is 9, and 10. Okay, great. Gonna give the legs a little bit of a break. We're back down on the floor. Okay. So this is called the bat wing. I want your hands right next to your chest by your rib cage, okay? So you're gonna think about pulling your shoulder blades down and away from your ears and then back. So you're actually getting your hands off the floor and then squeeze your butt cheeks. There we go. The other thing I want you to do is be mindful of your neck position. See how I'm actually looking down at the ground and the back of my neck is a little bit long as opposed to this. Go ahead and adjust your neck. You might be cranking it up because you're looking at the camera right or looking at the TV right now or your phone or who knows, maybe I'm sitting there on your phone right in front of your face. That's awesome. All right, give me another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Back up to standing. Half the workout is just getting up and down off the floor. Okay, we got a reaching hip hinge. Take about a hip width stance, and it's about pushing those hips back. So get a little bit of knee bend, a lot of hip, and then we're also gonna then reach the arms across the room and look to where we're reaching. Stand back up, squeeze the butt, come on down, get a great hamstring stretch, back up again, 2, reach and look, 3. We reach and look because that helps keep our spine in a good position. Otherwise, I find, especially if this is a new pattern for people, if they don't use their hands, they start to just bend and then they start rounding their back. And that's a habit that can actually lead to a lot of back injuries, right? Everybody knows, like, start picking things up with a rounded back. It can be very problematic. You might actually have some back issues right now. I've worked with a lot of people with back issues. This is the exercise that we drill constantly in order to help protect their back. You're not using any weight. Go as deeply as you can. Get good at the pattern so you learn how to protect your back and not beat it up. We're gonna go 3 more because I have no idea what number I'm at right now. So 3, 2, and 1. Super duper, how you doing? Grab a little water if you need it. All right, our next exercise is called the Spiderman Stretch. We're back down on the floor. I want you to go into a plank position. Now, I'm gonna take a second here. If going down into a plank with your hands like this, if that hurts your wrists, you can knuckle it. Might be a little bit uncomfortable, you might have to get used to it, but if you got screwy wrists and it hurts, this is way better. So sometimes my wrists are a little funky and I will knuckle it as well, right? So it's gonna look like this, that's your plank. Then do your best as you can to get that foot out to the side. It might only be here right now. However far you can get it, that's fine. And then if you have the room, drop the hips a little bit. Get a hip stretch, great. Come back up, go to the other side. Big step, the best step you can. Drop the hips. That's 1 and 1. Other side again, here we go. 2, 2. We're gonna go to a total of 5. 3, 3. Good, you got it. 4, 4, 1 more each. Now, as promised, that's 5. We're standing back up again. Lots of up and down off the floor. All right, next thing is a squat. Now, if you're doing this in your living room like I am, and you can't just easily drop all the way down, or it makes you feel a little tentative, and you might not go as deep, go ahead and grab a seat, pull a chair up, a footstool, ottoman, whatever you got, and you could use that for your first couple of reps. We know you can sit down on the couch, otherwise, why do you have a couch? All right, so grab a seat, gently, and then stand back up, right? Your goal is not to just plop and drop hard. Control soft landing as best you can, and then stand back up. If you're still dropping back and you have to really rock to get up, bring your feet closer. Right? Because if you're back here, then there's no way to get down except to fall back. So stand close to whatever you're sitting at down on and right back up again. We're going to count that as 3 because, again, I don't know where I'm at. 4. If your legs are starting to feel pretty tired and wobbly, you could make 5 the last one for right now. Otherwise, continue with me. We're going to 10. Ready? 6. You got this. Chest up, eyeballs straight out. 7. Because we want to make this a squat, not a hip hinge like we were doing before. So we want to keep the chest up. Give me 2. All right, here's 9. Last one, last squat. There's your 10. Okay, guys, I've got one last exercise for you. It might be the easiest one unless you've got shoulder issues. All right, so it's really straightforward, no equipment. Literally just take your arms up overhead, give me a little clap, right back down at your side. It's kind of like a lateral raise. We're getting some shoulder work in, but I will say this. If this is painful, there's a lot of clicking and grinding, or you just can't get them there, don't force it, don't do anything that hurts. You could just try going halfway. Try the bottom half and see if that's okay. Otherwise, if you're cool, you got good full range of motion, let's keep going. No idea where I'm at. We're gonna count this as 7. Ready? 8, 9, give me 1 more, gang. 10, beautiful. That's it. That's your first workout. As a beginner, your goal is consistency in order to create the habit of exercising regularly. You'll also want to challenge yourself just a little bit more each time, but never to the point where it discourages you. For at least the first month, I want your internal voice to say, It's not that hard. I'll be done in less than 10 minutes. That's why I want you to click the link below for my free 4-week foundational strength challenge. Each week, the workouts progress enough to keep you feeling challenged, engaged, and full of energy. So go ahead and click the link below right now to keep your momentum going.